That was early. There we go. Hello and welcome to Sports Fan Entertainment here from our NFL Week 8 picks and predictions. We are indeed live, and if you need any more indication than that, I can't help you. Look who's actually giving a damn about his cut today. That's right, we're fresh, we're clean. My birthday is this Sunday, so hopefully the Tennessee Titans can deliver me a victory. And I decided, well, for my birthday, I'll get a little clean, I'll get a nice cut, and we'll see what happens. But first, we have NFL football. And we begin with the Thursday night football game. Actually, real quick before we begin, last week I went 10-4 straight up, and I went 3-3 against the spread. Straight up was great, best we've had all year long. Against the spread, not quite. So let's go ahead and get back to having winning records against the spread. We have not had a losing record yet that I can remember, so hopefully we can continue that trend. But I want to see some more winning weeks like we had early in the season. So with that said, we begin with the Thursday night football game as we have the Washington Redskins traveling to Minnesota, taking on the Minnesota Vikings. Who cares? As you know, the Washington Redskins right now are so awful. They're so terrible. It's ridiculous what's going on over there in Washington. Now, I guess you can say the last 2 weeks, hell, one of them they won, right? They barely beat the Miami Dolphins, who might be the worst team of all time, although the Bengals are catching up. And hell, right now, the Dolphins have a better record than the Bengals, technically. But hey, they're having a whole stink fest over there. So yeah, they barely beat the Dolphins, and then last week they competed against the 49ers, but they weren't going to score a damn point in that game. It was just a rainy-ass game, and if there were good circumstances, good weather, it's not like the game would have been close under those circumstances. They were just lucky a monsoon happened to be happening during that game. So the Redskins still stink, whereas the Minnesota Vikings are getting things going. Okay, they're getting things rolling. Now, unfortunately for them, Adam Thielen is out for this game, and right now the Vikings only have two wide receivers to me, Thielen and Diggs. Okay, and everyone else are just stragglers, guys that may not even be on their team next year, guys that pretty much were on the team last year, definitely not 2 years ago. So it's just hard to really trust this Vikings, passing game. So maybe there's a chance for an upset here, but I'm not buying into it. Give me the Washington Redskins to lose this game and the Minnesota Vikings to win pretty easily, but I don't think they're going to score 30 in this game because I do think having only one viable wide receiver will definitely hold back the Minnesota Vikings. Next game, we have the Seattle Seahawks at the Atlanta Falcons. Falcons trading away Mohamed Sanu, and I don't have a problem with that. It was a great trade for them, if you ask me. You get a second-round pick from Mohamed Sanu. Not another team in this league, except for the New England Patriots, is going to give you a second-round pick from Mohamed Sanu, and you hope that Calvin Ridley continues to his development. And you have Julio Jones, who's an absolute bona fide elite wide receiver in this league. However, you are a worse team today. Okay, without Mohamed Sanu, and Matt Ryan might miss this game. Now, it's looking likely like it's going to be a game-time decision. So it's looking like there's a decent possibility he might play. Doesn't really matter. The Falcons stink. They're awful. They're terrible. They've given up on Dan Quinn at this point. Anyone can score points on the Atlanta Falcons. Maybe even me. Go ahead and throw me out there. We'll see what happens. Giving the Seattle Seahawks to bounce back and win this game. Sorry, I forgot to update this card. But give me the Seattle Seahawks to go to Atlanta and defeat the Atlanta Falcons. All right, next game we have the New York Giants at the Detroit Lions. And this is a very interesting game to me, actually. My Detroit Lions are done. Okay, and by the way, I call them my Detroit Lions because I had them winning the NFC North before the season. That might have been my bonus prediction before the season. It's over. And they had a chance. They had a shot, and you all saw it. But unfortunately, they just weren't able to win games late this year. It's been a problem for them in their recent history under Matthew Stafford. And I'm not going to blame Stafford for that. I mean, Stafford has a lot of game-winning drives, a lot of fourth-quarter comeback in his career, so I don't think it's his fault. I just think that it's the coaching and the team around him and just the overall coach in Detroit. I thought this might be their year to finally make that playoff like they do like every 4 years. I was wrong. They're done. And speaking of that, man, I think the Giants might go on the road here and really defeat the Detroit Lions. I think it's going to be a close game, a fun game, just like all the Detroit Lions games have been up to this point. They've all been close. Most of them have been fun to watch. So give me a close game here. Do give me the Detroit Lions to win this game because the Giants, although I like the fact that Saquon's back, hopefully Sterling Shepard is good to go. Golden Tate's been having some nice catches. Daniel Jones, you're still starting to see, the growing pains that he's going through right now. So I can't quite pick him to go to Detroit and outduel Matthew Stafford right now. But I'm telling you right now, there's a big upset probability here, and that's what we're betting on this game in a moment. All right, next game, we have the Cincinnati Bengals at the LA Rams. Rams had a nice bounce-back victory last week against the Atlanta Falcons, as does everyone. Everyone beats the Falcons these days. It's ridiculous right now what's going on in Atlanta. But now they host the Cincinnati Bengals, who are awful, who currently have the number one overall pick, who are technically worse than the Miami Dolphins, who are absolutely god-awful. So for right now, okay, you got to pick the Bengals to lose every single game until maybe A.J. Green comes back and maybe, I don't know. But Marvin Lewis, man, this guy must be a damn good coach. The fact that he was keeping this squad together, because the town is not where it's like, who are the Bengals? Well, the Bengals didn't really lose anybody. Now they're hobbled. They've had some injuries. The amount of Vontaze Burfict, was that the loss they had? They didn't really lose anybody. But they stink. Okay, so all of a sudden you look at Marvin Lewis and you say, damn, maybe Marvin Lewis is pretty good. He can't win in the playoffs, but maybe he's actually pretty good. So for this game, obviously, give me the LA Rams to win this one. No doubt about it here. Next game, we have the Arizona Cardinals at the New Orleans Saints. And the Saints are just good. Like, at this point, you have to just admit it. They're just good. They're going to win almost every game that crosses them this season. 13 or 14 win team in New Orleans this season. That's just it. The New Orleans Saints are just good. I just realized that when it gets to this point, I'm just going to start saying, okay, I was wrong. They're just good. And I thought the Saints were going to be, good, but not this damn good. Like, they're great. Okay, let me say that. They're just great. I didn't think they're going to be great this year. No, they're great. They're great. Super Bowl contender. Probably right there, if you ask me right now, number 2 under the New England Patriots right now in terms of true, actual Super Bowl contenders in a year. I don't think there's that many. I think, some teams might end up getting going and might enter that conversation. But right now, I only count about 4. Okay, and that's the New England Patriots, New Orleans Saints, Kansas City Chiefs, and Green Bay Packers. And we're about to get to the Packers in a moment because I know Packer fans are shocked to hear me say that. And then, if the Rams can get going or the Cowboys can get going, I'm not counting the Texans or the Ravens. They're not going to beat the New England Patriots in the AFC to me. That's not happening. Even the Chiefs is not going to happen, but I'll give them a chance. Anyway, for this game, New Orleans Saints hosting the Cardinals. Hey, man, Kyler Murray is a winner of 3 straight games. Kyler Murray has been killing it. Kyler Murray is my boy, all right? He was my quarterback number 1. I told you he was going to be great. But this is a tall task even for him. As again, the New Orleans Saints are just great. They're just great this season. Giving the New Orleans Saints to win this game in New Orleans. Drew Brees might come back, but I don't care. All right, next game, we have the Oakland Raiders at the Houston Texans. Raiders are starting to come back down to earth. And this is what I expected. That 3-2 start, they had a nice win in Indianapolis. And Indianapolis is a good team this year, but I don't trust it, man. The talent ain't there. The coaching ain't there. The GM ain't there. The front office ain't there. Ain't nothing there. The coach ain't there. Maybe the coach is kind of there, but it's a fake coach. I don't trust the Oakland Raiders worth a damn. They're going to be under 500. They'll be, I think, a 6-win team this year. And it's time for them to start crashing down to earth and being the Oakland Raiders we all thought they would be. And it's going to start with this game. Continue, I should say, with this game. Give me the Houston Texans to win this game in Houston. And that score is incorrect, actually. That should say Houston Texans 37. Oakland Raiders 23, because I don't think it's going to be very close. All right, next game we have the LA Chargers at the Chicago Bears. Chargers stink. And you saw, look, they're able to still move the football. Rivers is able to throw to Mike Williams. He's able to throw to Keenan Allen. He's able to throw to Hunter Henry. But the running game stinks. Austin Eckler is pretty good. But Melvin or Gordon right now, he stinks, and they start to give him carries for some reason. I don't really know why. You're not paying him. If I'm the Chargers, I see ya. Let's just roll with Austin Eckler because our offense look better with him. Now they're traveling to Chicago, where Chicago right now stinks. Mitchell Trubisky's on the outs. Luckily for him, they don't have a viable option on the bench. But when Marcus Mariota rolls to town next year, and that's my prediction, just you wait and see. So I don't really know who to pick here, but I just feel like, the Bears defense, that's the one concept we can trust within these entire 4 teams, right? We can't trust the Chargers defense, can't trust the Chargers offense, can't trust the Bears offense, but we can't trust the Bears defense. That's the one unit I'll bet on, so giving the Chicago Bears to win this game at home. Next game, we have the New York Jets traveling to Jacksonville, taking on the Jacksonville Jaguars. And this one, look, the Jets stunk last week, and I lost money on the Jets. I had the Jets plus 10 points, and they lost me money last week. But that was Sam Darnold's worst game of his life. In fact, that might be the worst game I've actually ever seen. Except for the Nathan Peterman disaster. Yeah, Nathan Peterman versus the Chargers, that's the worst. But other than that, Sam Darnold had the worst game I ever saw last week. It was awful. It was awful. And there's nothing but up from there. And I think the Jets will find the magic that they had similar to 2 weeks ago against Dallas. Now, I don't think they're going to win, as Jacksonville is way too front-loaded, especially with that front seven, to be able to protect Sam Darnold. He's still going to have some mistakes in this game, still going to take some sacks, and ultimately, the Jets will still lose this game. But I think it's going to be closer, so don't completely sleep on this game, Jets fans, but it's still going to be an L, giving the Jacksonville Jaguars to win this game by only 1 point. All right, next game we have the Philadelphia Eagles at the Buffalo Bills, and shit, here we go again. As CJ from San Andreas would say, am I going to pick the Eagles again, dog? Okay, if the Eagles are not good, and right now they're not consistently good, but if they're not good at all, why'd they go and how? How did they go to Green Bay and beat them? Maybe because it was a Thursday, maybe if it was a full week, yeah. But that's only a good team can do that, especially how well Green Bay's playing right now. Green Bay has 1 L, and it was to these Philadelphia Eagles. This is what we know to be true. Last chance, man. This is the last time I'm going to do it. I'm going to trust the Eagles to go and win a game they probably shouldn't win. Because we just don't trust the Bills. I'm sorry, Bills fans. Your offense is fraudulent. Your offense stinks. Your quarterback isn't good. Your running back is old and not good. Your wide receivers aren't good. Your offensive line is all right. We can't trust this offense consistently. The defense is great. It's great. And it's gotten you this 5-1 start. But we just can't trust it. And when it gets close and when it gets tough, we have problems picking the Bills. So I'm going to pick the Eagles again. Hesitantly, okay? I'm going to pick the Eagles again to go and win on the road here. But this is my last straw with this team, man. And then watch. As soon as I'm done picking them, they're going to get rolling. They're going to get going. And I'm going to have to jump on that bandwagon. Give me the Eagles to win in Buffalo. Next game, we have the Tampa Bay Buccaneers at the Tennessee Titans on my B-Day. All right, so very interesting here. The Bucs are coming off the bye week. And before the bye week, Jameis Winston was awful. 5 interceptions in London for Jameis Winston. Now, maybe he had some jet lag. Okay, maybe that's what was going on, and then he should be a better Jameis Winston in this game. His career is hanging in the balance in this one. Trust me on that. Now, I don't know if they want to play Ryan Griffin because we've never seen Ryan Griffin. I don't think we've ever actually seen Ryan Griffin play snaps in this league in the regular season. So I know why they're hesitant to go to Ryan Griffin, but the time is approaching very quickly. I told y'all when they started Ryan Tannehill, they were going to win the first 2 games. And after that, there'd be the Tannehill truthers running around. And I talked about it on Sunday, and I predicted it, and it's happening right now, right before our eyes. Tannehill's going to play well again. He's going to beat the Bucs in this one. The Tannehill truthers are going to be out and about, and I'm going to be a little hopeful. And then, like the Ryan Tannehill that he did in Miami again and again and again and again when the Dolphins were in playoff contention again and again and again and again, the real Ryan Tannehill is going to show up, and it's going to be ugly. But as long as, we'll see. I'll just say we'll see on that. However, for this game, I have the Tennessee Titans winning this. I think Jameis Winston is going to continue to turn the ball over, and the way this Titans defense is playing right now, that is something you cannot afford, giving the Tennessee Titans to win this game. Next game, we have the Carolina Panthers at the San Francisco 49ers, and this is actually, this is an NFC battle right now. Now, here's the thing. Tell me, what do y'all think? Are the 49ers Super Bowl contenders? Because I just listed my 4. Okay, I listed Patriots, Saints, Chiefs, and Packers. I'm not listing the 49ers in there. I'm just not. I don't trust Jimmy Garoppolo. I don't think he's playing well at all, actually. I don't say well at all. I don't think he's playing particularly well right now. I think the defense is a little fraudulent. I don't know. Like, I love Nick Bosa. Jesus, I love Nick Bosa, and I like the way Richard Sherman's playing. And right now, Quan Alexander and Fred Warner are playing well in the linebacker core, but I don't think the talent's there, man. I think the talent is going to win out eventually with this 49er team, and they're going to come back down to earth soon. But for right now, like I said earlier, I just got to say, you know what? They're just good. Okay, I just got to pick them. The 49ers are rolling. They continue to win. I just got to say they're good. They're good. And until they prove that they're not or show that they're not, I got to pick them. Give me the 49ers to win this game. But I do think that fall from grace is coming. Okay, that fall from grace is coming, and I think it's coming soon. All right, next game. We have the New Orleans Saints at the Chicago Bears. That's not correct. That was from last week. Sorry about that. I forgot to update that one. All right, anyway, we'll move on to this game. The Denver Broncos at the Indianapolis Colts. And this game is a game that features... Oh, that is interesting. How did that happen, actually? Okay, I know what happened now. Okay, so we have the Denver Broncos at the Indianapolis Colts, where the Broncos just traded away Emmanuel Sanders. What is going on in Denver? Okay, that was your most consistent wide receiver. Now, Courtland Sutton is developing. And I like Courtland Sutton. But that's it. Like this Kobe Hamilton, Deshaun Hamilton, and then Phillip Lindsay's great in the run game. I love Phillip Lindsay in the run game. But now you're traveling to Indianapolis and you're facing them. Looks like the Broncos just threw in the towel this season. I can't trust them. I can't pick them to win another game this season. I don't think another game this season. Maybe the Chargers, who they already beat. And then the Raiders, who I think they already lost to. So anyway, give me the Indianapolis Colts to win this game in Indianapolis. All right, game 14. We have a game, actually 13. We have the Cleveland Browns at the New England Patriots. And I think we might have a game here. Now, I've been wrong every single time I've said this about the Patriots this season, except for once against the Buffalo Bills. Well, I told you the Bills are going to cover that -7 spread. The Bills are going to show up in that game and potentially win it. If Josh Allen was healthy, they might have. Here, the Cleveland Browns are coming off of a bye week. And we saw the Cleveland Browns, when they were motivated, go to Baltimore, a divisional opponent, but go to Baltimore and put up 40 against the Baltimore Ravens. Now, you can't do that against this Patriots defense right now. That's just not what's going to happen. But I think they're going to come out motivated, ready to go. I think it's going to be interesting. I think it's going to be fun. I think the Patriots ultimately win because you just can't pick against the Patriots right now. That's just not something you can do. But I do think we're going to have a game here, and I think this is when the Browns are going to get rolling and going. And everyone that's discounting the Browns and talking about the Browns, after this game, y'all going to be getting upstaged. I'm telling you right now, the Browns are coming every week as they face the Steelers and Bengals and Dolphins. They're going to come, and you're going to say, oh, snap. The Browns made the playoffs. That's what I'm telling you right now, okay? You heard it here first. There you go. All right, next game. We have the Green Bay Packers at the Kansas City Chiefs. And apparently, this is rumor. Rumor has it, as Adele would say. Patrick Mahomes might return for this football game. Now, we have to see it to believe it. But if this happens, if this takes place at this juncture, my prediction for this game is going to be different. So this is the first game I'm actually going to say this season. It depends on who's healthy. If Patrick Mahomes plays, give me the Chiefs. If he doesn't, give me the Packers. And even if he doesn't, I think the Chiefs put up points. And right now, I'm going to assume that Mahomes does not play because we got so criticized for that ridiculous quarterback sneak. And I was fine with the play call. I'm not calling it ridiculous. I'm calling it ridiculous that people have been questioned it. You know what I hate? Like, I really hate this. I hate that on a quarterback sneak where I've never seen a quarterback get hurt in my life. People have no problem whatsoever, okay, running that play 100 times out of 100. And hell, let's do this, 999 times out of 1,000. People have no problem. But then the one time somebody gets hurt, they're like, oh my God, how can you call a quarterback sneak? Which is worse? Just answer this question to me. Which is worse, one quarterback sneak or throwing him out there for the 70 snaps that he played that game, where he's likely to get hit at least once in the legs, in the ankle, whatever. Which is worse? Because on quarterback sneak, he probably won't get hit in the legs. He'll fall down and he's probably going to be on some bodies. Which is worse, the one quarterback sneak or the other 70 snaps that he had that game? Tell me he shouldn't have played the game. If he's going to play the game, he should be able to do a quarterback sneak. a quarterback sneak. So I don't want to hear it. Give me the Chiefs to lose this game if they don't have Mahomes. If they have Mahomes, give me the Chiefs to win it. And then finally, we have the Miami Dolphins at the Pittsburgh Steelers. Okay. What a horrible primetime slate we have this week. Because we have the Redskins on primetime. We might not see Mahomes for Kansas City, although I think that game would be competitive anyway. Did I show that score, by the way? I had the Packers winning 31-28. So even with Matt Moore, I think it would actually be fun and competitive because I trust Andrew Reid to be able to put up points against this great Packers defense. But yeah, this is an absolute snooze fest. Redskins on primetime, absolute snooze fest. And the Sunday night has potential to turn into a snooze fest if Matt Moore can't do anything. You can't pick the Dolphins to win anything. That's not something you can do this season. No way. No how. That's not something you can do. It's not possible. So give me the Pittsburgh Steelers to win this game in Pittsburgh. And with that said, we move on to my guarantees of the week. These are my betting picks of the week. We're 3-3 last week, but on the season, we are 24-13-2. We are winning. We are making money. Let us continue and let us begin this week with the New York Giants +7. Again, look, they were my Detroit Lions. We broke up. And I can tell you about my ex here. Hey, you can have a close game with her. Okay? Oh, she's going to give you a close game every week. Every week. You don't know if you're going to go to the bedroom with this girl. This is what I can say. It's my ex. So, I can tell you right now, they are going to have a close game with the Detroit Lions. They're going to cover this +7. Saquon back, doing his thing. Get a little hobbled, but he'll be healthier this week. They're going to compete. They might win the game. Give me the New York Giants +7 points. Give me the Tennessee Titans. Here we go. Oh, God. Here we go again. Give me the Tennessee Titans -2.5. Look, again, I don't trust Jameis Winston right now. He's going to throw some picks to this Titans defense, and especially with Jeffrey Simmons back on the fold for the Tennessee Titans defense, it's a good bet right now. Before things go back to hell for the Tennessee Titans, and this is what I fear is going to happen, this is what I believe is going to happen. I don't want to, but this is what I believe. This is a good time to bet on it before it goes back to hell. So go ahead and give me the Tennessee Titans -2.5. Give me the Carolina Panthers +5.5. Although I do believe the 49ers are going to win that game, there's a chance that they finally come back to earth this week. And the Panthers would be the most likely suppliers of such a thing. As they've won 4 straight games, as they have been playing very well lately. They went to Houston and won. They can go to San Francisco and win. I don't think they will. I had 49ers win the game. But I like the possibility, and I love the possibility of them finishing within 5.5 points. So go ahead and give me that 5.5 points. Give me the Houston Texans -6.5. I don't like the Raiders. I'm sorry, I'm not buying into it. I don't like it. Hey, you guys can run the football, okay? That's it. I don't buy anything else on this Raider team. I don't buy the passing game consistency. I like Darren Waller at tight end, and Terrell Williams is good, but that's it. I don't trust anything else in this entire passing offense. I don't trust the defense. It's better, but I don't trust it. And now you're traveling to Houston, where Houston is trying to win after losing a divisional game last week. They're motivated, and they're not going to fall to 500 to me. I just don't see it. So give me the Houston Texans -6.5, and give me the Indianapolis Colts -6 as well. Again, the Colts are a very strong team right now. Are they coming off of a bye? No, they're not coming off a bye, but they're coming off a strong Texans victory, and I think that they'll also cover this week. Give me the Colts -6. So there you go. Those are my guarantees. There was a super chat I want to mention. Ian with the $50 super chat. Ian coming through again. My goodness, he says tighten up. Thank you, Ian, for the super chat. And yes, tighten up indeed. So with that said, that's going to do it for my NFL Week 8 picks and predictions. Comment down below your picks and predictions if you want to. If you don't want to, that's fine. Until next time, this has been MJ of Sports Fan Entertainment, and I'm out. See you all later.